run the rear side mower. And the result of that is we don't create very big windrows. Also, I'm playing with the upgraded weather mod, which all our fields are way below moisture, so we get lousy what do you call it, vehicles return, yes, okay, return, yes, okay, good. Yeah, we're getting lousy harvests this year because the moisture is less than 4%. Okay, well that's stage one of selling stuff. I'm going to leave the cart here on the concrete pad with the lid on, so that's fine. So I can't drive into that field right in front of us because there is a fence inside it. Now fortunately my grass fields are all down here, well, complete on the opposite side of the road from the farm, or down here, and the bale sell point is, oh, that hut there. So that's kind of convenient. I don't actually really need a bale trailer. I don't have to stack bales. And we've got the class all set up for bale handling. I think all the bales in this field happen to end down here. But yes, sorry, I was saying I get narrow windrows. So what's actually going on? I've been able to use the Vicon Cavernland fast bale for the first time ever, and not get totally frustrated with it. The problem is if you use a butterfly mower and a 4-vane windrower and you get good yield, what ends up happening is the fast bale slows your tractor down to 1 mile an hour, so it doesn't have to stop. So the whole point of the fast bale is you don't stop while you're baling and wrapping. Oh, go away, really? Okay, I'll just drop it in the sell point. I don't care. Doink. And not a lot of money. And that the other problem, of course, with the fast bale is the bale size is only the smallest. So these are all tiny, tiny bales. And we don't actually get that many of them either. I wonder if I can get another one. Possibly. I also think part of the field down at this edge isn't actually field, it's pasture. So I might want to replant this field at some point. Oh, come on. Doink, done. Back it up very, very carefully. There we go. And I'm using a mod bale fork because I do prefer the ones with a single upper spike, just because that's what I'm used to. And small bales, this tractor can cope quite nicely with the weight of them. The hay bales, I think they come out a little bit bit heavier. But they're not going to come off, so once again, drop them from a great height. There we go. Oh, whoopsie. That was not intended. We'll run down here and grab this one first. Maybe I won't try and pick up that other one. Oh, okay. They come off when you don't want them to, they don't come off when you do want them to. That's fine. Let's go stab that one. And also, I think the map would be easy, or the playing on this map would be easier if you took the starting farm, which is the one you have to drive through to get down to this one. Don't know why that's the case, but that's kind of an issue here. Is the road stops at the entrance to the farm and then continues on the other side. So, local farmer needs to let me drive through his yard in order to get to my farm. And I'll show that here. Saving content, please wait. Yeah. So right here, this road looks like it goes through this farm. This road does not go through this farm. This is part of a farmyard, all of this section. So I end up going up that piece there and across that piece there. That's Walter. That's Ben. Okay. So, yeah. If you select this farm, I think approaching this farm, the roads are a little bit wider. You can probably get 4-meter machinery down there fairly easily. But still, big giant fields, 6 hectares, 11. The farm itself is fairly cheap. That one's 15, and then you've got a couple of smaller ones. Our farm, we've got, that's 6.1, that's 3.3, oh, that's actually not that big. That's 1.6, and then I've got a couple of very, very small, less than 1 hectare grass fields. This is another big one. I probably end up buying that, but I need 160,000 to buy that. It's another 6 hectare field. There's a couple down here which are 3 and 6 again. So, you know, it's that field's ploughed, that field's somewhat harvested and not harvested. Don't know what happened there. Oh, that grass is ready to cut now. There was trees there. So yeah, we'll obviously we've got options here. This is very easy. There's the little pond there. There's a little track down there which gets us to these two. So those are good to expand into. There's a grass field next to the pond. There's another one here. There's some more farm buildings over here, £12,000. I could buy those if I get to a point where I'm struggling for storage. Oops. And the gates, you have to actually walk up to the thing. So yeah, this yard over here, you've got a couple of buildings there, a couple of storage points there, Some more storage around the back. What the heck is that? Honey? Okay. Well, I don't own any honey. Well, there's honey bees up here. I suppose I could buy this and do honey stuff too. That actually allows access to this. Actually, that's a better way of getting into this field, I think. Let's go walk over here. It's only a single gate. That might be a problem. The problem I've got is this field has 2 single gates, one at each side. But anyway, let's go get the bales off it. And I'm just going to drive through the hedge because this field does not have a gate or a fence in it. So yeah, the other way in is here where we've got 2 gates, but that is an absolutely horrible turn in off the road because there's a fence on the opposite side of the lane, and then trying to turn into here, and the way those gates open, it's just a nightmare. Oh, the other thing is we do have the Oxygen David style hedges from I think Farm Sim 19 was when he put the script in, which basically the bales do not go through hedges. I think he's since removed that script because it caused a lot of lag issues. But it does mean, lift those up. If I go drive over here, looks like I've got 6 bales here as well. Okay, there is a hedge. Let's lower the bales till they're just off the ground. And I now can't go through there. If I lift the bales up, I can go through there. So, if you play this map, be very careful using a bale trailer, because you are going to end up driving through the hedge and then the trailer hits the hedge and you will come to a stop. It will be a very jarring stop. So we own that field up there. Okay, let's sidle into that one and lift it up. Which way are you going? You're going that way. I'm going to guess that this bale actually rolled down the hill and then got stuck against the hedge, which might make it a little bit of a problem for me to pick up. I think what I need to do here, back that out, get the forks a little straighter, and let's go forwards. Forwards is good. And there's my little black sheeps. So yay sheeps. We haven't done sheep since, good grief, what was it, Oakfield Farm, so we're back to sheep again. Oops, lift it a little bit more and we're through. Oops. Blink and 1,500. And I have been suggesting that part of the reason why games like this are so difficult to do in cab is because you can't lean. So normally in cab what you would do is you would lean to the sides just to judge your depth. But your view is fixed, so you know, you don't have any depth. You can see sort of, am I lined up on a thing, but not how close am I to it. There we go. There, and that's all the income we're expecting for now. So 93,000. Take this back to the farm. But yeah, if we look at this gate here, it opens from this side, which means you can make that turn in there. And then that one opens that way, which means as you're coming in at this angle, that is getting in the way for some equipment. So it's kind of an awkward entrance. Now, the other alternative is you can come through the yard behind the house. The house is just to the left there. Up there is the sheep field, and there's a little bit of land behind there that you can drive through. Okay, I can take this back to the shed, I guess. And I'm going to stick that in front of the windrower. So my intent is I'm probably going to get rid of this windrower because it's a problem for the workers to use. Actually, am I going to put that in there, or did it come from over there? I think it came from over there. Oh yeah, lots of room. And I'm crashing into a shed wall probably. And that there is our vegetable harvester. Okay, let's pull that forward, and you are good there. So, oops. Let's brilliant. So that is all of the things that we need to do here. This field is harvested. Oh no, okay, that field is plowed. This field is harvested. That field is seed bed. That field is stubble tillage, so I might want to do that one. Now it's November. I could, well, I can't. I was going to say I could buy that field and go and harvest it, but no, I can't. They're too expensive, and we need a seeder. So next things I might want to look at are contracts that pay. that's a good contract. That's a good contract. That field 21. Is that field there? Oh, you could come through into there, and then there's a thing up the back there. I'm not sure I want to do that. That's a big harvester, big truck, gonna be a problem to get around places, but it does pay well. There's another one there, and again that's 2136. That's down close to our farm. That would be, no, 40,000 is a, I don't want to do that. It's a good contract. That's a good, that's not a good piece of equipment to do it with, because you have to, you have to have a worker doing that, and you have to follow it. And if the worker decides not to work, you're kind of all messed up. A couple of small mowing contracts. That's close to us, I think. Yeah, that's fairly close to us. 41, 47, 27. That's the store. That's a little further afield. Could do that. Let's accept that one. And mowing. Accept that one, because they're really close together. As I said, there was a tedding contract, a couple of tedding contracts. One is, again, right over here in this little square, but I don't like my tedder. And there was also some fertilizing contracts which don't appear to pay. Actually, that is right near where we are. But I'm out of liquid fertilizer. I would have to go and buy some liquid fertilizer to be able to do that one. And a couple of cultivating contracts. That is way far away. That is way far away somewhere else. And some, I don't have a wrapper. So 61 and 6. Where is 61? 61's over here. Oh, that's interesting. That's before we get to that farm. 61 and 6 was 5, 6 there. How on earth do you get up there? Oh, you come off there and go up there, and then do that one. And then that one needed sprayed. No. That one needed sprayed. But like I said, I don't have any spraying equipment. I could do a fertilizing, cultivating contract. 6 was over there. 61 is fairly close. Let's do that one. I mean, they'll all give me some money, so that's a good thing. What I need to do is get this. Connect up the tiny thing. And this I do like now. Click on that. Fill it with diesel. Do I want 800?